You can read about good teams in the newspaper when they win. Unfortunately for the Eagles, you can also read stories about a loss. On October 9th, 1999, a car accident took the life of Gentry Blackburn, a player and a friend, 2 days before her 17th birthday.
The first thing I heard from one of the other girls' moms was, they don't think she's gonna make it. And my heart stopped, and I've never experienced someone so close to me dying before. You know, I was lucky I got to go back and see her, which is, you know, kind of hard because those are like the last few memories I had of her, and it was not pretty. You know, she didn't even look like herself. But, you know, she played basketball with us, you know, since I was in 4th grade and she was in 5th grade until, you know, that year. And she was a really good friend of mine, and she meant so much to me. Like, Cora wears her number, you know, because she was number 33. And we just both decided that we would want to get them and put them on our shoes so that we'd have something to, you know, always remember her by when we were playing.
Despite this tragedy, or perhaps because of it, the team found strength to continue playing the game they loved. So far, the season had progressed without any incidents. Wins kept coming.
That's good to see.
Sometimes it seemed winning was a little too easy.
A couple things come to my mind when I think about that half right there. Very crappy. That's one of the worst exhibitions I've seen of girls basketball going from Pine.
But if anything could stop the Eagles, it was their biggest rivals, the Hallsville Indians.
Right now, right here.
January 25th, 2002. Homecoming, one of the biggest games of the year.
Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. I think I prayed probably 20 times in the first half. I wanted to beat that team more than anything. And the fact that it was our biggest rival and it was our homecoming on our home floor, I didn't want anything else but to beat them. And that was the most exciting game I think I've ever experienced in my life.
After one overtime, the Eagles were down by 1 point with less than a second on the clock. Blaine was fouled. They needed her free throws, the skill she struggled with all season.
You know, they're probably thinking, God, Blaine's shooting them, you know, and I was just like, I'm gonna make these, you know. And all these people were there, like the gym was packed, and we were playing Hallsville, if anybody, and so I was like, these better go in, seriously. So I was so happy though, but I was pretty nervous, yeah.
Hell of a win tonight, hell of a win.
After beating the Hallsville Indians, the Eagles traded their high tops for high heels. These queens of the court were also homecoming's royalty. 2 Eagles watched as one of their teammates was crowned queen. Although the Plucky 11 seemed unstoppable, they did suffer some setbacks. Minor bruises, scrapes, swelling, even infections are common side effects to playing aggressive basketball, although some players are affected more than others.
I started off my freshman year and I was diagnosed with a vocal cord dysfunction. It's like very uncommon, like hardly nobody has it. They treated me for asthma for like 4 years of my life, and I'd never had asthma, and they found out that I had this. And it was hard for me because I thought it was treated, and then this year I got the same symptoms, and so I ended up going back and it was the same thing again.
It's kind of embarrassing though. I had to go to the doctor because I ended up having to get a colorectal exam, which is a colonoscopy, because I could have had colon cancer, so they wanted me to get that test done. So I was at the doctor's office and I wanted to tell Coach why, but it was really embarrassing, and so I kind of like, you know.
Minor injuries don't usually hurt a team, but when they happen all at once, it can change a season. Just as a successful season neared an end, 2 of the key ingredients to the team's winning mix were suddenly sidelined.
I've never been in that much pain before, and Like, the first thing I thought about was, like, districts and, like, what am I going to do? And, like, I didn't want to let, like, the rest of the team down. And it was, I don't know, it was crazy. I knew, like, right away that I was done, that I had done something really bad, that there was nothing else I could do. I was so mad. Yes, Coach, I probably said every name in the book. It was terrible. It was really bad. I knew when I went down how bad it hurt, and I knew, you know, senior night, I wanted it so bad. We were talking about how South should probably get in about 3:30. That's when the class started, but feel bad for her. She can't eat all night. She's gonna be dying.
That hurt me bad enough.
Are you scared?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Of it hurting, or?
Yeah. I don't want to get sick. I'm having dreams that I was like eating and I was so scared and I wake up. I like fall asleep a little bit and I wake up and like think I ate something.
Like every day I'm doing work.
Oh, is this one?
So I never got used to, you know, that fourth day.
I didn't puke on you. Sure did. You puked all over the pond.
For the Eagles, Cora Smith was out, but this injury wasn't the last. On senior night, her replacement, Brandy Latchford, suffered a season-ending ankle injury that would earn her a seat on the bench next to Cora.
I have to do these god-awful stretches. It's the worst part, and he made me do it 30 times each direction today. I thought I was gonna die.
Athletes are challenged not only on the court, but in the classroom.
Absolutely not.
Although sometimes school seems to be about as challenging as most of their opponents on the court.
She's like 15 out of 15. Hey, what's the subject of your letter? Dang.
But for Kim and Cora, basketball is a way to further their athletic and academic careers.
So we're excited to have you.
Both signed to play for Missouri colleges in the fall. High school athletes have their own role models. For their fans, especially the young ones, these 11 plucky girls are their heroes.
I remember when I was younger and I would go to basketball games and I just like loved high school basketball players, and I thought they were like everything, you know, and I would just like, I could just imagine, you know, what it would be like.
I mentor these kindergarten and first graders, and I come in and they're all like, she plays basketball for high school, and it's a really good feeling to just know that I'm looked up to like that.
For young fans, having a hero means a lot. But the players have their own heroes. We'll meet them when Plucky 11, One Team Story returns.